Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever you're listening to this or watching this, by the way, it's on the Truman Show there. It's Justin here from sharepickers.com. Week 2 of my £1 million penny stock punt experiment. Now, the stock I've chosen to go with is African Potash, AFPO. And of course, how this works is I put £1,000 into my first trade. Hope to double this, 100% upside. Then the proceeds from that I put into my second trade and double that, so on and so forth for 10 trades, which will end up in over £1 million. Yeah! So, let's have a look at African Potash on a technical level. As we know, on a fundamental level, the placing's happened. The money's out there. But let's look at a year chart. This is, by the way, a chart on ADVFN. You can set up a free account on ADVFN. Just click the link below and you can use this kind of chart. So a year chart, each candle represents a day's worth of price action. Now, there have been several support levels on African Potash. There's one here at 2 pence, one at 3 pence, one at 1 pence, and one right now. So what's the difference between the previous support levels we've seen and the one we have currently? Okay, let's look into this. Let's look at the 3 pence one, and the 2 pence one, and the 1 pence one. As you can see currently, we have a rising trend, which is quite nice, a series of higher lows, which is a bullish sign. We also have the relative strength gradually growing from almost zero up through here, the 30 point and the 50 point, which is the magical point. Between 50 and 70 is where the price is growing positively and it's gaining strength. And so it's happened here twice, and it's now in that territory, that relative strength territory. And of course, the MACDs down here, as you can see, they're threatening to cross that zero level, which is a positive sign. So let's go back to previous support levels. The relative strength here hardly got above 50 here on the support level. See, it didn't at all. Once tipped to the, had a look above it, didn't like it, came back below. The MACDs, securely here in negative territory. Let's go back to the 3 pence support level. Again, the relative strength didn't even get above 50. Didn't even try and attempt to cross that line. And the MACDs in negative territory firmly here. And the same here. As we can see, the share price topped out at 4 pence here. 1, 2, 3, 4 tops there. And then it came down, and you see the relative strength gradually grinding lower, then down through that 70 level. Oh, 50, which means it's it gapped down here. And you can see the MACDs converging or diverging over the zero level, which really, and this was a period of sapling strength, getting weaker here. And it tried to get above there here, didn't really manage anything, and fell down lower. So you can see the strength is a lot different in this area of support than it was in previous areas of support, and it seems to be building. Let's zoom into a 3-month chart to get a bit more perspective, a bit more detail. And I'll just fatten these bars out again here so we can see a bit more detail. Let's grab this up here. A bit more fattening. Come on, guys, fatten up. Don't be scared. Get fat. Okay, grab it down. So as you can see what I said earlier, we have a rising trend here. Okay, so we got, you see the bottom, the lows there of all these things are gradually getting higher. Higher lows all the way, which is a nice sign. Let's fatten up a bit more. And one other thing is you can draw a trend channel as well on this side. Grabbing the 2 previous highs there and one from the current one. Let's just bring this down a bit. And you can see this wedge forming, which is a good sign essentially. It's basically a funnel. So you can see the price action is being confined. This funnel is allowing it a lesser trading range in which to trade. So, inevitably, sooner or later, what will happen is this price will be confined to this area here, will be nowhere to move, and there will be a breakout. Now, judging on the previous strength here, the growing strength, this breakout should be to the upside. And so we may see some, short-term weakness. It may come back to this line, which is spot 4, just above spot 4 in the short term, but eventually it will break out above this spot 5 level, up higher. One other thing to notice that wasn't quite there last week was 20-day, 50-day moving average. So you can see the colour coordinations here. Is it cerise? I don't know what colour that is. 50-day moving average. But green is 20-day moving average. And we see the green is now converged and diverging over the 50-day, which is a nice sign. And also the price is finished and closed above the 50-day moving average. Again, a bullish sign. So maybe this week or next week, but I can see this moving up to a positive territory and really powering through there to new highs, higher highs, which would be quite nice. So that's African Potash, my first stock on my £1 million penny stock punt experiment. Please sign up to my newsletter. If you're watching this video and you haven't signed up, then you get lots of information like this on a weekly basis at sharepickers.com. I send out one email on a Sunday. That's it. I don't spam you because I hate spam, even the tin variety. In fact, I will eat it. But sharepickers.com. To send out my newsletter there, and I'll send you that information. Cheers. Speak soon.